Oh no, I'm not muted. I thought it was muted for a minute. Y'all, you know how it is up in here. It's a good ass time. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite turn up, Mysterious Jax. Welcome to another episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. And of course, I do not come alone. I got my girl Goddess Lore over here. What's up, Goddess?
Hey, happy Friday, everybody.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You rocking the red lipstick. I'm feeling
I'm
it.
rocking the red lips. Yeah. You know, it's the fake it till you make it, baby.
Hey, I like that. I did not rock the red lipsticks today or the hoops, but it's okay. I'm chilling real mellow. But I bet you this Four Locos is about to turn me up and get me in my purse and putting on my red lipstick on in a minute. So who knows? Of course, we also have a special surprise guest who, when I mean surprise, literally surprised us. She was like, I'm around the corner. I'm like, come through then, baby. You know who it is. You know that laugh. It's our girl, Joanna. Hi, Joe, the birthday girl.
I love my walk-up song.
What's up, Joe?
Thank you for having me. I always miss you guys. It's so nice to be here on my birthday week.
Yes, your birthday week.
Virgo season in effect.
Ew. Okay. How's it been so far, your birthday week?
You know, I was just telling you guys earlier, I was tired. Like I had work, and by the time 8:30 came around, I was like trying to, single mama status when you have to be up early to work again. It's that hustle again.
It's that hustle for sure.
Hustle
I feel you.
But I'm so glad that I'm here tonight to start my kickoff of a 4-day weekend for me. So
4 days.
Do you have anything planned?
No, not really. Just been doing shit out of the fly. So really, honestly, wherever the wind blows me. So who wants to blow? I mean,
my God, I love that, you guys. I don't know if you realize what I titled the show today. It said, "Let's get drunk and go viral, bitches."
Oh, okay.
So we took the paragraph off and we went straight to the meat.
Straight to the meat.
Okay,
I like it.
It's not what our show's about, but it's definitely going to give you the vibe and the experience tonight. You know what it is? It's Friday night, baby, and we're coming to you live from the Good News Studio, TGN Latinx, baby. We come to you live every Wednesday and Friday, but that's about to change. So this is probably going to be the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks that we're going to do Wednesdays. We're going to only be going to Fridays, y'all.
Breaking news.
I know.
Breaking
news. I just decided to announce that right now this very second.
It's the Four Loco. You're going to hear that a lot in this episode. The Four Loco made me
blame it on the Four Locos.
Okay, so I do have to give a shout out to Four Locos, but also shout out to the person that gave it to us. Shout out to Pereo Instructor. This is a gift from him. We're finally drinking it together. Because cheers. The White Claw, we want a sponsorship, so hit us up. We can drink on the show, we can have fun. So what's up?
We definitely can.
And definitely let us know what y'all drinking. What are you guys drinking at home? I know y'all drinking something. Let us know so we know we're not drinking alone. I mean, we're not, but
I know we want to be in your living room, in your bedroom, wherever you're hanging.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We want to get up close and personal. It's a ladies' night. This is what we do.
It is what we do.
So, get on the fucking YouTube live right now.
I like the intimacy.
Look, you're getting some love over there. We got Senior Twill. He's giving you some love. He says, Joe.
What's up, Twill?
And he says, what's up, chicas? Hi, Twill.
Hey, Twill.
If you guys want to be like Senior Twill, join us on the Good News Radio app. So you can join us in our personal chat room, and we read all of your comments that are here in the chat room. Yes, we have some on YouTube as well, but I always look here first. So shout out to the Good News. They be having it lit in the chat. He says, I'm drinking a Truly spiked with Malibu. See,
I like that.
Mr. Twill knows what's up. He knows how to drink with us because you gotta spike your White Claws and your Trulies. Lord is looking at us like, no, you don't.
No, I'm remembering the time that he pulled up the last time he was a guest, and he pulled up with a crate. Like if he was if we were gonna do a house party, like after the show, it was the house party, the after party. He had everything that you can imagine in there for
facts. And this was before the crates was going viral with the crates challenge. Yes, he was true. Rocking the crates before that.
Oh, he's like Soulja Boy. I did it first.
Well, he
did everything first, apparently.
Oh my God, you guys.
Soulja Boy, not
Correction. My bad.
Loli, really quick, what do you have planned for the weekend? It's Labor Day weekend. What do you have planned?
Ooh, okay. So it's my little Virgo's birthday on next Friday.
Damn, all this Virgo energy.
Yes. I'm realizing how many Virgos I have in my life.
So many Virgos in my life.
Wait, who? The
little one, Thomas.
The little one.
Thomas. The one who tests me every day of my life.
That sounds about right.
That's accurate.
Does he test me?
But you know what? He's gonna be like your number one sidekick.
Oh wow!
He's loyal to. Look, Virgos are loyal to just.
I love that.
They're very loyal. I will say that they're ride or dies. They're loyal. But they're really quick to check you too. You've said it before on my show. You're like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If I'm your family, if I'm your friend, if I'm a real one, I'm gonna be honest with you and I'm gonna tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times Aquariuses, we don't want to hear it. Like, bitch, I didn't ask you for all that. I just said, how's your day doing? I just said I was having a bad day. Like,
well, it's his birthday. He's been super emo. It's gonna be his birthday next Friday, but he'll be with his dad.
You said emo?
Yeah, he's been really emotional, like super sensitive. Like,
that's us.
Why are you making jokes about my birthday? Because my sister Momo was like, your birthday's still like way far away, and he just was like, I'm just gonna pack all my stuff and move away. Is that what you want? And I was like, bro,
poor baby.
Bro,
he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Let me bring you back. So it's kind of like his birthday weekend with us. So tomorrow it's gonna be me and him, and we're gonna go to Dave and Buster's for a bit.
I like that.
Maybe go to Grant Park. They're gonna have like music out there, food trucks and stuff. And then Sunday we'll have a barbecue for him at my dad's, and then they'll go with their dad on Monday, and I'll go to my snack club, get in the pool, have me some drinks. That's my weekend. I'm excited, looking forward to it.
That sounds really fun. Yeah. I literally, I thought we were gonna do something for you today.
I know, but you're
tired. I know. You've had a tough week.
I had no time to like plan it.
Yeah.
And I did mention it to a few people here and there, but I was like, you know what? I don't even know.
I know.
I didn't even.
It's just a lot of work too. You're hosting and you're like, you worked all week. So I know I get that. Sure. And I was so tomorrow, I feel like we're hosting a meeting tomorrow. We have morning meetings with the Good News, but Sunday there's like everything's on Sunday. I was gonna do, I think, NFL draft day. It's our like last weekend to do it before football season. So we're gonna do the draft day for fantasy football. And then my sister, I just found out, is coming down this weekend. Virgo again. She wants to celebrate her birthday this Sunday with the family. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna be super busy on the weekend, but mostly Saturday.
Good busy, fun busy.
Other than that, I don't really have much planned. Something will come up.
Something always comes up.
Always comes up.
Your phone be like.
Yeah, because people last minute decide like, hey, I'm putting this together. You want to come? And I always say yes to everything. I'm Jim Carrey in that. Well, is it Jim Carrey in that movie? Like, yes, man. I say yes to everything, and then I apologize later to the ones I missed.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm the same way. I'm like,
because sometimes I can make all of the events, but if I only end up making 2 of the events, then I'll just apologize to the other ones that I didn't make.
You roll with it.
Yeah. I really be trying to make it to all of your events, you guys. I really do. But sometimes I just
You're
get
a good friend.
Too lit at one of them. And I'm like, I shouldn't be going to any other events. Like, this is it.
Safety first.
Safety first. Call my Uber, y'all. It's done. It's a wrap. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into tonight's cheese man. Are y'all ready for some cheese man?
Bring it, Lord, with this for local.
Wait, what?
I'm already sweating, guys.
No. Yes. All right, here we go.
Oh, I love it. Hey.
All right, you guys, welcome to Ladies Night, and this is the Cheese Mess segment. This is where I bring you something juicy, off the walls, and or just some crazy ass stories. Of course, we all know the regular cheese man out there, the Kanye and Drake drama, which we can get into, but that's not the cheese man right now.
I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant already.
I know. I just tweeted, I'm driving and draking right now before on my way to the studio. This might be not a good idea, so we'll see. But I was into my feels, and I'm like, why am I emo right now? And then I was like, no, fuck, change this up. Let me put some music on.
We're all clearly Team Drake.
Team Drake all the way.
Sure.
Literally, I was watching 3 of my nieces at my house, and I was like, and they're pretty independent. They're all like, most of them are teenagers. They can take care of themselves. But I was like, let me go check on them. I go downstairs. They're all like on their phone, like slumped down, like super email. And I was like, what's going on? Like they came with so much energy, and now they're all sad. And then I noticed they got Drake playing in the background. I was like, y'all cannot be drinking and chilling because y'all gonna be sad as fuck all day. So turn that off and turn it up. Let's go.
Can't
But
be
yeah.
drinking and chilling.
Can't be drinking and chilling, y'all. No, not on a Friday night. We gotta pump it up.
Yes.
All right, Joe. But speaking of Drake, I'm gonna put some Drake on for us. But here it is. At least 24 students from Sacramento were stranded in Afghanistan. You guys, I didn't even know about this until I came across this story, but apparently these 24 students from Sacramento, California area are stranded or were stranded in Afghanistan with the Taliban, now in control, and the U.S. forces having withdrawn, not too long ago. So it was pretty scary for them, I'm sure. But the San Juan Unified School District students have not returned to campus since the fall semester began, but now 2 weeks after the Taliban leaders took control of the country's capital, the plight of the 8 Cajon Valley School District families was disclosed last week by district officials. They initially reported 6 families and about 16 adults and 24 students. They were stranded, and that one of those families returned to California like 2 Wednesdays ago. But in an update recently on Monday, the district spokesman Howard Shen told Reuters that 3 families were confirmed to have made it back, and that several children returned to school on Monday to the open arms of their teachers and classmates.
Aww.
Like, how scary is that?
Why were they even there in the first place is what I want to know.
I didn't get a chance to research all that. I'm sure it was probably the field trip. If it's like, because it sounds like chaperones, 16 adults and 24 students. That's like it sounds like a field trip. You know what I mean?
To Afghanistan?
Wait, so they're not all back?
As of right now, it said,
it's
it said 3 families were confirmed to have made it back.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I mean, but it could be that the families are back and just not speaking publicly. Like,
Possibly.
Is that a thing?
Possibly, or they're en route.
Yeah.
Wow.
And another, this was disclosed by someone that clearly were they not supposed to disclose this information? Because, right? Yeah. So maybe there are some families that have returned that they haven't said anything about them actually.
They could be not saying it because they could be in hiding. Like nobody knows that they're out there except for their families out here.
Yeah.
So they, could be blending in and they don't even know that they're over there.
And we're done apparently over there. We're not looking for anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Like we're out and done.
This morning I heard I forgot if it was Power or
The Real.
Yeah, where Big Boy, is that what?
Yeah, he's at The Real.
That I guess apparently there's some ex military people that basically are retired or whatever, they have put it upon themselves to take teams back to try to help people out of Afghanistan.
That's scary.
Yeah. So like SEAL, like ex-SEAL, all that stuff, that just all military that basically are off duty right now, but have the skills to go in and out. They're trying their best to try to get people out of there.
Yeah. Yo, this Four Loko got me because I'm really thinking, I'm thinking of that image.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Of the people on the Afghanistan side, and they are like giving their children to,
literally
the troops.
Literally. Just save my kids. Take the kids. That's all they're doing.
I feel like we really don't take the time to put ourselves in the position of what that actually means for the people that are in Afghanistan and what their future is.
Yeah, I felt their fear when I saw people standing on the wings of these airplanes while the planes were taking off. Like I felt their fear. I'm like, they're willing to risk their lives on the and a lot of them did because they fell and they didn't get off in time and they died. Yeah. Like they rather die from jumping off a plane than staying living there. Like that's the fear that I felt for them. It was crazy. I'm just gonna pray for those out over there, and just hope and pray that they're safe and then it doesn't get too crazy out there. So I can only imagine. Another chisme I have for you guys is a man cut his penis and tossed it out of the car during a police chase, you guys. Yes, these stories are real. Yes, I find them. I don't know where, but I find them and they're real.
Wait, what? Hold on. Time out.
We need that sound effect.
He cut his penis off and threw it out the window while he was getting chased?
This sounds premeditated.
So apparently this Tennessee man was leading the police in a high-speed chase, and he threw his own severed penis out of the vehicle during the pursuit. So the police say that 39-year-old Tyson Gilbert was sitting in his car blocking traffic, and on Tuesday when they attempted to approach him, Gilbert sped off, and soon officers from multiple police departments were pursuing the man. And according to the report from Tennessee Highway Patrol, he was all over the road the whole time. Yeah, I'm sure, because he's chopping it off while he's driving. He turned off an old Liberty Road and came to a stop. He opened his door. He was naked and covered in blood. He then shut his door and kept driving. When police finally boxed him in after a 30-mile chase, you guys, Gilbert told them that he chopped off his penis because voices in his head had told him to. And according to his arrest report, it's unclear if officers recovered his discarded penis, but this is insane, you guys. This is the shit that we're living in right now.
Poor guy. He got demon, and
man.
He's not well, clearly.
He's not well, and definitely premeditated, because who has anything in their vehicle to chop their dick off?
You know what? I was just wondering, how big is it? Like
how long it is?
Yeah, like is it, was it obviously, uncircumcised? Like how big is it? Shriveled?
Like,
because it probably wasn't hard, obviously.
Unless it was hard because of all the adrenaline.
I know, but it wouldn't stay hard when you cut it off.
No,
right?
I don't think so.
That's a good point. Unless
when it gets hard, there's blood pumping through it. That's why it gets hard.
I saw a Skeletor meme today. That was like,
I'm so confused right now. There's a lot going on.
What?
The Skeletor. Listen, I'm about to tell you.
That's why I was like, wait, what?
It's a Skeletor.
I was just processing this.
It's a Skeletor meme, and it said, if you donated blood to someone, it could potentially be in someone's hard dick right now.
Oh my God.
And that made me really happy.
That Four Loko definitely is.
What are they saying in the comments? I see it lit.
Oh my goodness.
Twill says it's called FOMO Girl. I got it too. Nick says, oh my fucking God, peen with a fucking axe. And Twill says, how? Dude gonna bleed out trying to escape. He's on that super meth.
Yeah, for sure.
That Heisenberg formula, adrenaline, and cocaine. He says.
No, he said cocaine.
Cocaine.
Ooh,
is a hell of a drug. Yo, man, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
For sure. All right, moving on to our next cheese man. I know a lot of you guys know about this, and a lot of you are going to have a lot to say about this. And let's talk about this, you guys. The Supreme Court officially allows Texas abortion law to remain in place, you guys. I think people were hoping that they were going to surpass it, but the Supreme Court has officially allowed the controversial Texas abortion law to remain in place. Shortly before midnight on Wednesday, September 1st, the nation's highest court issued an order of confirming it would not take action on the law as a legal challenge to the statute moved through lower courts, you guys. So this is crazy. The order has passed in a 5-4 vote and came less than a day after the state law banning abortion after 6 weeks to take effect, you guys. The order will allow the law to remain in place in the state despite emergency challenges filed by abortion providers and advocates. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the law in Texas, SB 8 it's called, outlaws abortion procedures after 6 weeks, which is sooner than many people even know that they are pregnant. The law is one of the most restrictive in the country all across. There is no exceptions allowed for sexual assaults either, you guys. No exceptions.
That blows my mind.
I know, right? And the law also provides citizens to sue individuals that are assisting a person seeking abortion or carrying out the procedure that violates the law. And citizens who win could get a minimum of $10,000 in damages and have their legal fees covered. Like, how do you guys feel about this? This is insane.
Are we going back to like the Prohibition era Like literally, this is what I feel like.
Like with everything that's going around the world, like they are so worried about this, like about women's rights, about women's bodies. Like, yo, there's like tragedies going everywhere. Like we just had Hurricane Ida that's like taking over the whole like East Coast and Louisiana and all that stuff. Like it's insane. Like why? What's the point of this?
This is just men making decisions about women's bodies that they don't need to be making. They're the ones that are in charge, and they're basically flexing their muscles that they can. And the fact that the Supreme Court basically back that up, it's ridiculous.
I'm not surprised because the Supreme Court is very conservative now.
It's very white.
And that's why when people say voting doesn't matter, the fuck it does.
Yes.
Because when you vote to put these individuals on the courts, and that's at the end of the day like where the buck stops. The buck stops with litigation. Mm-hmm. It's not only that they want to flex, I feel, because I feel like this is more of an attack on people of color and people on the lower economic status, because the people in their circles, they can get an abortion whenever they want. They have access to resources. They can leave the state and they can go get an abortion somewhere. So their access to abortion is not going to be restricted. But it's going to be restricted for people who are of lower status. And what that ends up doing is that keeps us in poverty.
Of course.
It keeps people in that lower socioeconomic, however you want to call it, it keeps people in poverty. Because if you can't even get an abortion, if you have been raped, if there is incest involved, like what message is that saying to society? And what is the repercussion for somebody who rapes, somebody who commits incest?
Well, you've seen it.
They
get away with it.
Yeah, I was reading
with
somewhere that like it's more severe. Like your punishment is more severe if you have an abortion than if you rape somebody. If
you're white, yeah, for sure. If you're brown or black, not so much, right? Because you get thrown in jail, but the white kids have so much promise in their future, and how can we ruin their future? So it's really extremely upsetting because it's not just Texas. Like there's other states now that are going to move forward for all of all of these things, and so it is very restrictive. And so we get to the point right now of it's like, what can we do? How can we help? The vigilante part of this makes me even more upset because we've seen what happens, right? Like if we go back to Trayvon Martin, the person who killed Trayvon Martin was acting on a law that said, as a citizen, you don't have to have any type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Any type of,
proof?
No, not
stand
proof,
your
but
ground, right?
Any type of it could just be what you think.
Yeah.
And you have every right to go and pursue somebody, or you have every right to go and And so now what's the motive here? The motive is money. And even so, like it's even somebody who is like an Uber driver who would take somebody to a clinic.
I saw that.
Can fall under this like under this penalty. And it's just, it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
And I don't even know. It's like, where do we go from here? I'm sure we're going to find a way. I'm sure there's going to be, we're going to rally and do the things. But the fact that it even got to this.
It's so frustrating.
It blows my mind because I know a lot of people that live in Texas. A lot of people that live in Texas. I have lots of friends that live in Texas, women also. And it undermines everything that we've been working so hard for, as far as like trying to move society in this place where why are men still making decisions for women?
Yeah.
Like it and it's not just California and and other liberal states. I'm not going to call it liberal, but you know what I mean? Like just understanding the importance of allowing people to make their own decisions, for their own, because for them, people don't understand how hard it's like. It feels like you're being caged, right? I don't know. I can't speak for people that need or have to have those type of procedures, but I'd hate to be in that position where I can't make that choice for myself, especially if I've been raped and I don't want to keep this fucking
Man,
child.
that's so crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and so just to go into the chat, I see you guys are in there. Senior Twill says Texas is the new Florida.
facts.
Nick says men making decisions about women's bodies is definitely small dick energy. She says this won't stop abortions either. This is going to put women at risk. Now women are going to seek abortions in back alleys, sketchy places where they could potentially die or never have children. And banning abortion doesn't stop people from seeking them out. It actually puts women in greater danger. And that's for sure true. So I have a question. Do you think people can travel? Like, let's say your friends come to California and have abortion here and then go back. Is that like in their law?
As long as it doesn't happen in Texas.
As long as nobody finds out about it.
Yes.
Because if your neighbor even suspects,
even if you did it in California?
Yeah, because the whole idea is to stop abortion. It's not just to stop it in Texas, but it's like, I'm going to do my civic duty to save this the soul of this unborn child.
But if it doesn't happen in
killed.
Texas, they can't hold them accountable for something that didn't happen in Texas.
Yeah.
The law is in Texas, not in California or Arizona. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they are. I mean, I understand what you're saying. They're trying to expand that all across. And, you know, like the whole right now with...
That's like a witch hunt.
I know,
Do you know
right?
what I mean? Like,
yes.
oh, he's, you know, that bitch is a witch.
What show is that from Netflix? Maiden. No, what is that one with the like
Handmaid's
Tales?
Yes.
That's exactly that.
Oh my God, it totally is.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's on Hulu.
On Hulu, one of those.
Yeah. Have you seen it? I've
seen the first 2 seasons. I have not seen season 3 or 4.
Bro,
I know. It's because it went on break for so long that when it finally came back, like I was watching another show. But yeah, I just had to bring that up because this is so disheartening. It just sucks that people are taking away, like, you know, our like and what I was reading too is that women already don't have a lot of support out there when it comes to like their health, their like just reproduction. They don't cover a lot of things out there, and it's crazy. And now I just heard that Texas, you're going to be able to walk around with a gun without a license.
We're taking like 30 steps back.
It's insane. Like, what is going on?
Literally, I think we're back into like 1940s, 1950s.
And I want to say that they don't even have sex ed in school. And that if they do, abstinence has to be like at the forefront of what it is that they're teaching. So it's not really.
Are you kidding me? In Texas?
Yeah.
Have you been to Texas?
I've been to Corpus Christi and El Paso.
Oh man, it's wild out there.
It is wild.
I think they can drive at a very early age. They give zero fucks. They drink at a very early age, and it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, they be wilding out there. Nick, shout out to Nick. She a real one. She says, "I will legit mail them the abortion pill. I don't give a fuck. Hit me up if you need them."
Yes.
Hey, people are gonna be slanging them Plan B pills. Like, yo, I'm gonna be sending them out. Let's go. What you need? So,
but see, that's what I'm worried about. Then, like, can they bring litigation upon whoever is doing that, regardless if you're in the state or not, or if you're an organization? Because we know we've already seen organizations coming together and saying, like, "Hey, support this fund," or, you know, come and contact us. But it's like you literally are going to be in Handmaid's Tale. Like, you're going to be under the eye. You're going to be watched.
And I will say, like, even here in California where it's so free, like we have the Plan B pills over the counter. Like, you can just like, okay, I'll take some gum, that toothpaste, and also the Plan B. Come on, let's bring it up. You know, but you kind of have every woman and man that goes and buys it, they have a little bit of the shame that comes with it, embarrassment. They're just like, oh my God, right? And now over there, it's more of like secret. Like, my life is depending on nobody finding out that I'm taking this Plan B.
You know what's interesting to me is that as conservative or religious as Texas is trying to come off to be, they be doing some fucked up shit over there that is not fucking Christian at all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's their whole platform, though. The conservatives. I mean, their guy was Donald Trump, who was the least religious, least person that you would look up to for morals. Like, they seriously just do not give a fuck.
No.
And they just want to push their agenda, whatever it is. And again, it's just the women that are more at risk are who are the women that are probably assaulted more?
Yeah.
You know,
Christians do that, right? Christians assault women. Women are constantly being raped and taken advantage of.
Oh man, you know, I saw something on social media today, and the guy was I forget what his name is, but he was like, you know, all these people that are pushing about, like, that talk about Jesus and they're really hardcore religion. they would.
They're the ones.
No, they were like, if they actually met Jesus, they wouldn't like him.
No.
You want to tell me? You want me to tell you why? Because Jesus, and he used the example when he brought people to the dinner together. He's like, just imagine I'm having a house party or whatever, a house dinner, like a dinner party. And here comes Jesus and he brings all the fucking sinners of the world. This guy killed somebody. This guy stole something. This guy, and he brings them. He's like, you know what? These are my homies. I expect you to give them love. And actually, we're going to wash their feet too. And he's like, what the fuck? Y'all, Jesus can't come to the party no more. Like, he's bringing all these motherfuckers to the party. Like, nah.
Not invited.
So imagine if, all these Christian people, all these people that follow, like, that love Jesus and use Jesus, against all of these things. It's like, if you actually knew Jesus, you wouldn't like him, because he literally brings people like sinners and forgives them and shows them more love than to actually put them and make them outsiders.
Yeah,
I know.
So New Testament Jesus for sure.
Yeah,
but all those people that talk
the Curly, Curly, that's his name. He's on social media.
The people that talk about being big time Christians and they don't like people that sin. Those are the ones that be sinning the most. Behind closed doors, they're up to no fucking good.
Well, it says when you're pointing at somebody,
the shit.
You're
don't
just
point. Pointing all four.
But you got 3 fingers right back at you. So just know that y'all ain't perfect, okay? And that's why I don't judge people, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not perfect either. So, but it's crazy. But yeah, that's the cheese man, you guys. We had to talk about that. Just if you guys want to talk about it more, please feel free to hit us up. We can talk about it. Let us know in the comments if you have questions, or if you just want to get shit off your chest, say it and we'll say it on air for y'all.
Chime in.
Yes.
You
can call in too if y'all want to.
Oh yeah. Our number's up, y'all. Just use the Good News Radio app and call in directly. Just put in the call in feature right there. But all right, you guys, we got to wrap.
We can talk about this for hours.
I know, because at the end of the week, we can, for sure.
Nick said them Bible thumpers is something else. You're right.
That wraps up the cheese man. All right, you guys, we are going to go ahead to the bar to talk about the topic tonight. And today's topic.
Hey.
Meet me at the bar, y'all.
I'm there.
She said I'm there. So today's topic, you guys, it kind of was inspired by one of my group chats today. And I love group chats that we get to like actually discuss things that that like, of course, we love the meme group chats. We love the funny group chats, but then we like the group chats that definitely talk about some serious stuff. And so we're talking about like just people, in a sense, like self-reflecting and forgiveness, and I actually posted on my social media this little quote that I found, and it says, you got to move in love. You have to forgive people who sometimes aren't even sorry. Master this and the blessings just overflow. Move in love. And that, has been something to me that like, because I used to be the petty queen too. Like, I used to hold grudges. I used to like, just be upset and hold this with me.
Such an Aquarius.
But also the Aquarius are very forgetful too. And we'd be like, I forgot why I'm mad at you, bitch. But I'm mad at you.
I'm still mad.
I'm still mad at you. And I always quote Maya Angelou, I might forget what you said. I might forget what you did, but I'll never forget how you made me feel. And that's how I've always moved, because I'm very forgetful. But I know your ass did some shady shit to me. So I'm always going to remember that feeling. But I've moved and from speaking of that, like, so like, how many times have we been in situations where we've been done shady or some shit just happened, and it could have been your family, your friends, like your best friend, your coworkers, anybody close to you that you're still close with, your softball teammates, and all of a sudden, like, they do some crazy shit, and now you got to forgive them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, for example, something happened me not too long ago, and somebody like just popped off on me, like just went and said some shit, and it was a family member. So family members, we do that shit a lot, but sometimes we be going below the belt and we be saying some shady shit, and then it's like the next day, it's like, oh, you hungry? I made this, like, and it's like, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna take that. But I'm still mad at you. Like, you said some shady ass shit to me. Like, you can't expect for me to just forgive you just because you said I'm sorry, or because you made me some breakfast and now I gotta be over it. Like, because you're over it, you woke up in a better side of the bed today. Like, No, like let's talk about what you did, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean. But I've learned that we just have to, at the end of the day, forgive people, even if they're not sorry. Because sometimes we're never gonna get that sorry.
My God, what kind of bug is that?
What is wrong with you?
What kind of bug is this?
Oh my God!
Holy shit! This motherfucker creeped up on me.
What is that?
I don't know.
You guys, just to let you guys know, we have a bug in the studio, and it's like a mini roach, but it looks like it can fly. So be careful. That should look like it got wings.
No, it doesn't look like it can fly though.
It does.
It might look like it, but I don't think it can because it was trying to.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna like?
I need to take this motherfucking.
Just put it.
Are you gonna take it outside before it comes to your leg, or
put it on the book? Let it walk on the book and then put it outside.
This is the shit that we. It probably came.
Is this like the bug of forgiveness? It's like, bitch, you gotta forgive.
Forgive, bitch. Forgive for your own.
Identify yourself.
Yo, that's scary as fuck. You scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Bruh, I'm scared. It's right next to me.
Do you need my help? You want me to help you?
Oh my God.
It's just chilling.
Do you want Joe to go over there and get it out? Take it outside? You're not gonna be just chilling. That thing is gonna eventually move.
I'm sweating.
You are. You're like, I'm just gonna let it chill. Like, no, you're not.
Four Locos got me all the way. It's right here. What's the plan? What are you doing?
This is funny, you guys. So we are dealing with a bug in the studio. Shout out to Joe for using her White Claw to remove this giant.
Are you
you're gonna get that shit drunk off of Truly.
But it's gonna die now.
No, it's not. She's gonna take it outside.
You sucked up every last drop of that, Joe. She put it in a
Truly.
Oh
no, White Claw. Was that Truly or White Claw? That's a White Claw.
A Smite Claw.
A Smite Claw.
A Smite Claw. Wow.
Before we got interrupted, you were going real deep here with us, Jack.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody can relate to this. Everybody has been upset at somebody, and you've expected your apology, and you being the person that you've been healing, somebody that you worked on yourself, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to hold this on me forever, so I'm gonna do my part, and I'm gonna apologize for my part for what I said in the conversation, in the conflict. And I've learned, even with family members especially, like I cannot expect them to apologize. And as much as I want them to, I'm like, aren't you gonna say sorry for the shady shit that you said to me? But I can't force them to do. That's something that has to come from them. And I've learned that. And so I feel like I just have to forgive them and just kind of move with love, as this quote said. Because it really got to me. I'm like, dang, like there's people out there that I'm forgiving that they are never going to apologize for the shady shit that they said or they did.
But forgiveness isn't about them.
Right. And that's what I've learned too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Moving with love.
It's about settling your heart and your mind.
Yes.
So that you can move on. It's heavy to carry shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I got boulders on my shoulders, because of it, so sometimes it is best to just think about it and be like, you know what? I forgive you, even though you're not worthy of my forgiveness.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize, like, when if you have somebody in your life that does that, like, that's a real one. You know what I mean? Don't think that they forgot about it and they're like, you can keep screwing them over and saying shady shit or doing whatever you want, because people think like, oh, this person is just you're just gonna walk all over them.
Yeah,
like nah.
It's like my sister not calling me on my birthday and calling me the next day and being like, I FaceTimed you on your birthday. I was like, no, bitch, my birthday was on Wednesday, not Thursday. I'm gonna forgive her, but I'm not gonna forget it.
But then it's like, if we don't forget it, are we really letting it go? You know what I mean? And
no, I'm gonna make that bitch sweat about it.
That's hilarious. What were you gonna say, Lode?
I was gonna say that it sucks to be that person who's
the bigger person.
Yeah. I'm kind of in that right now where I feel like I'm kind of over being the bigger person. Because I forgive, I forget. And then motherfuckers just keep reminding me, like,
but that's what I'm
doing new things, and then like when somebody does something to you again, it reminds me of all the shit that they've done to me in the past, and all the times that I've been the bigger person to mend the relationship.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the role I take, like with my sisters. I'm typically like expected to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, oh, are you guys still beefing? Like, just apologize already, or
that part.
And it's just like, bruh, I didn't do nothing.
It's not even that too. Sometimes it's like, well, we haven't even addressed the issue. You want me to move on?
Yes.
But we haven't even addressed it. Like, you did all the shit you wanted to say and do, but
Right.
we didn't never address it. So when people say, why are you bringing up old shit? We're bringing up old shit that we never addressed.
I think it's common for siblings not to bring up shit or not have conversations about it and just act like, oh, you know, whatever, she's over it just because, you know, we went to sleep and woke up the next day. No, bitch.
But like, don't you got
Let's
friends
remember.
like that do that too?
Yes.
Like, you just got crazy and you
Yeah.
went off because you reacted to something, and then you woke up the next day like, you're still on that? Like, what are you talking about? Like, hello, we never even talked about it.
I think I'm incapable of doing that with friends. Like, if we had a problem, I have to talk about it. It for some reason with our siblings, I do that more so with my siblings, and I don't know why. I think it's just because that's how things have been. But as of late, like anything that's happened like between my siblings and I'm like, are you guys not going to want to, like, do you not want to talk about this? Like,
right.
There was no resolve. Like, how can you sleep at night?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't go to bed and be like, oh, I'm so glad we had this meaningful conversation and put our shit to the side and really, you know, work through things.
I think it also depends like where we are in our own consciousness,
Yeah.
right? Of like, there's some people that are out here trying to live a more conscious existence, and there's people that are not, and there's people in the middle of both of those extremes, and it's not right or wrong, it's where you're at.
Yeah.
So that's why things affect us, I feel like, so differently, because of like, what level am I vibrating at? Because you might catch me on a day where I'm vibrating at a 5, and
You don't want that.
shit's gonna sting like a motherfucker. And if you would have done the same shit to me when I was vibrating at a 10, I might have just been like, no sweat off my back.
Yeah.
You know, so I also do feel like when we have conflict and things that happen, like, it is good to reflect. Like, what can I learn from this? You know, Nick says boundaries are important, babe. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's that too. Like, it's going back and reflecting. Like earlier today, somebody was like, it's because you have a big heart and you care about, you don't want anyone to ever feel bad. But at some point, you have to start putting you first.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you
know?
said that.
And it's
Yes.
hard.
Yes.
It's hard to do that because I find myself even in situations where it's like, I want or need something to be resolved and I speak on it. And then I'm very quick to want to make sure that that person feels okay, or that that person didn't interpret what I said in a negative way. It's like, okay, I said what I said. I'm cool. I've processed this. Like, but are you okay? Like, are we cool? Did you take that in an okay way?
Yeah.
You know, and like right now I'm still kind of beefing with one of my sisters.
That's always going to be a
And
thing. But as long as you're communicating, so that's my thing too. Like, of course,
I am not right now.
No, I get that because I'm okay. So I was also going to talk about, and I was trying to talk to Lode about this in the beginning. I don't know what we can call this, Joe, but you know how there's love languages for partners to like show you love. We need to figure out a name. It can be love language, but we can call it something else. I was calling it for now conflict resolution language. Like, what is your language for when after a conflict? So like, if you and I got in a disagreement, what is your language as far as to resolve the issue, right? And think of the same thing as love language. Like gifts, you know, affirmations, whatever, touch. So it's for us, it's like, is it like space? Is it time? Is it text? Is like, you need 2 weeks off, like to know, to like, you know,
I know exactly
what,
or
you want to talk about it right there and then?
I cannot talk about it right then and there.
Okay, so what's your language for that?
My love language or resolution?
You can call it love language for resolution, yeah.
What speaks to me when I'm in when I know something fucked up has gone or happened, I need a moment to collect my thoughts. So
Same.
I've been in relationships where the person's in my face and I'm like literally asking them, do not get in my face. I need you to back up because I don't want to say something that later on I'm going to regret.
Right.
You know, and I'm saying that I'm going to regret because motherfucker, you're in my face and it's not the time. Yeah. And when people don't respect that, that lets you know, okay, like you know, what does this mean? He doesn't understand you, or that person doesn't understand what speaks to you as far as when you get into there are moments when you can talk about things, but when it gets really heated, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So just give me some time. Then we can come back and talk about it, especially if you're in the presence of my children. Like, don't come at me in front of my kids.
And in that elevated emotion, we're not listening to each other.
No,
not at all.
We're not listening to each other at all.
And that's why I feel like, because there's people like, no, we have a problem right now. We need to fix this right now. It's like, but you guys are both very upset. You're both on high end.
There's no resolution.
There's no resolution that's positive that's going to happen out of this.
And I'm all about having a conversation and working through. I come to me. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
But there's a moment in time when there's different types of conversations. Read the fucking room.
Yeah.
Let's take a temperature. Is it really the time to talk about this right now?
Right.
No, you're pissed off. I'm pissed off. We're going to say shit that's going to hurt each other's feelings. Later on, we're going to have to apologize for it. And can we just have a clear-minded, cool our fucking heads down? And that'll be a more just successful.
I will say
conversation.
this though, there are people that are the opposite and they need to fix it right there and then because it just doesn't sit well with them. So there has to be a compromise, right? We can't just have our own way. So we can be like, okay, let's sit down. Let's acknowledge that there is an issue. Am I gonna break up with you right now? No, but I feel like we do need to have a conversation later. So I'm having this
and that would work.
Quick conversation with you to let you know I am really pissed off.
Yeah, I
would appreciate if you gave me some time so that I don't say something that I'm gonna regret later.
And what happens when somebody tells you no?
That's
so
happened
to me.
Draining.
It is,
because at the end of the day, it's like, well, I'm not ready to talk. You want to talk, so then I'll just sit there, let them talk, and I'll put little notes in my head. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I do want to react because I'm like, oh, that's not what I said, or you're twisting my words. But I'm like, no, calm down, because at the end of the day, like, you're gonna say your part, but let them vent, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, you said your part. I'm not ready to talk yet, so you have to give me time. But there's people that don't understand that and they still want you to talk. So it's hard. Like, I usually in those situations, it's usually with my dad when those type of situations happen, and I just have to be like, walk away. I have to walk away because I don't want to say something that I'm gonna regret, especially because it's it's your family. Like, I love my dad. I have so much respect for him, but he does do things a lot of old school ways, and it's like, well, no, we're gonna talk right now, and it's like, but we're too upset to talk right now. Let me just walk away. And even though it drives him crazy and he thinks I'm like weak because I walk away, I'd rather him think that I'm weak for walking away, because he always in his head and in that mentality,
that's a sign of weakness,
it's a sign of weakness, and it's like, you're letting me win, and that's kind of like, no, Dad, like,
there's no win or a loser,
because he's like,
situation,
the first person to get upset in a discussion loses automatically. That's how I grew up with my dad saying that, and so that's why I try not to get upset either. And so, but at the end of the day, like, it's also how they were raised. We have to understand, like, they were raised like this, so I can't be too upset at him about that. I just have to show him how I'm gonna respond by still being respectful. You know what I mean?
Like, a tool that I've learned very recently is to make sure that I can communicate what I want to be said, but for my energy to flow vertically. So to be aligned in my body, to be aligned with my words, and not have my words and my emotions project out to that person. Because it's a very different reaction when somebody is like throwing all their shit at you, like energetically, versus like, I'm going to be in my alignment, but I'm going to say the shit that I need to say.
Right.
I'm just not going to project my energy out to you, because what that does is that puts other individuals like on a, like fucking, like what you're saying, like, I can't handle you right now. This is too much. I'm not even listening. Like, what's happening right now?
Right.
I do want to add that in my IG live, we said that was a beetle. So I said, look up, what does beetle medicine mean? One of the meanings is evaluating situations in its entirety, so you can come to a compromise. Isn't that fucking interesting that we're fucking talking about this, right?
Who said that? Shout them out.
This is Lena from Understanding Healing.
Shout out to Lena.
And it is also giving you the confidence in your abilities, preparing you to undergo changes coming in the competitive world. Symbolism of making change in the world.
Huh.
Don't fight the transition in your life.
Boom.
Jeez.
Boom.
That's crazy. Like, we think it's just a bug. Like, no, it's a
Right.
fucking message.
Right.
It's
That
a
was-
message.
A complete message.
That was for you.
Beetle medicine, man. Whoa.
That was for you.
But I do want to just kind of say out there to everybody, no matter if you are in the right or in the wrong of an argument, you always should leave by becoming a better version of yourself and self-reflecting. Like, how could I have done or approach this differently? You know what I mean? We should all, even if you're in the right, even if you're in the wrong, like every situation, every conflict should want to make you self-reflect on how it got to this far, why the miscommunication happened in the first place. Like, why is there a conflict? Because it's not just one-sided, no matter what. It's always two-sided. So always leave every conflict with some type of reflection on your own behavior. It's so easy to point the finger and blame the other person and say, I'm chilling, like they're tripping. Like, it's so easy to say that, like, I'm cool as a cucumber kind of thing. Like, you still tripping on that? Like, let's learn from each situation and become the better version of ourselves and learn from yourself. Every situation is a teachable moment.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I think what's important too is when you're having those, discussions, heated, debates, is acknowledging what you did individually wrong
exactly
in that moment, or whatever you feel did wrong. Other people obviously have their opinions as far as what you did, but just taking a moment to say, listen, I know I did this wrong and I'm going to take responsibility for that.
Yeah. And even for those people that with the ego that don't want to ever admit that they're wrong, because you're never wrong, honey, but it's how about we just call it miscommunication. Okay, where did you miscommunicate and where was your interpretation of the miscommunication? Right. So you have to understand, like, everybody has part to do with it. And if you want to have a better relationship with that person, be open mind and definitely learn from each situation.
Or being open to acknowledge that, if let's say I said something to Lore and she thought this is what I said, but that's not what I meant. And just saying, exactly, my bad. I did not mean to say it that way.
Exactly.
Or that's not what my intentions were.
Exactly.
But just acknowledging, like, oh shit, I didn't realize that that's what you got from that.
Right.
Like, sometimes we don't read and we don't understand that even though our intentions weren't there, the shit that we say, sometimes the way it comes out is misinterpreted. And that's fair.
Yeah.
You're not a bad person. It just sometimes, especially when you text.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important, I think, to have an actual
texting.
Conversation.
That's a whole different topic right there.
Bro.
But I do want to repeat this quote for you before we go into our next segment. It's, you got to move in love. You have to forgive people who sometimes aren't even sorry. Master this and the blessings just overflow. Move in love, you guys. And we're going to wrap that up, the topic. And we're going to go into our next segment of the night, which is Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore.
We are vibing tonight. Thank you for locals. You got me all the way right for this segment tonight, baby. And tonight we go back to the archetype deck, and the card that came out for us today is the Vision. So we're gonna ride the Vision vibe this weekend, and the Vision is the dream, the imagined, the revered. It said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment that we are born. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those that have vision. We do. We all want to be near those that have vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery. bring back the dreams. I love this message because we're at a time right now with so much happening that we need to focus and meditate on coming back to that vision that we had when we were born, when we came into this world. I truly believe that we are here at the time that we are needed. And it's time to get back to that connection with ourselves, the connection with our divinity. We're not just here to be fucking ordinary people. Like, we're not. We all have a vision of what we are here to do. How are we bringing change into this world? How are we leaving this place better than when we got here? And sometimes it feels like Sisyphus in the uphill battle, right? Like you pushing the rock all the way up to the top and you get it to the top and then that bitch comes right back down. Thus is life though, you know, and we got to keep on keeping on. But I want to encourage everybody this weekend, especially we got an extra day, baby, for those of you with a 9 to 5. Take some time this weekend to tap back into yourself in that vision that you held when you decided to incarnate into this world in this time. The world is waiting for you, and so are we. And I'm Goddess Lore asking you, what vibe do you want to ride? The Four Locos will help. I promise.
The endorsement.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
I love the endorsement.
That last part. But yes, that was
vocals.
beautiful. I loved it. That was dope.
Lore.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Always.
Thank you.
Always.
You have like a way with words that you just leave me in awe sometimes.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens in the right ways.
It comes to us all the time, even with the roach thing, beetle thing.
Yes.
It was a beetle.
It was a message.
Thank you,
Message.
beetle message. Beetle
Message
medicine.
received. Message
Yes,
received.
absolutely.
I do want to go into the comments. Thank you everybody for being there. We even have some people in the YouTube comments. Shout out to AE. Is saying facts. Carol Mommy says, "What up, chulas?"
Hey, Mom.
AE said, "Show us. Show us what? What were we talking about? Show them your tatas." No, I'm just
We
kidding.
need to go back to 11.
Maria says, "Yes, keep pushing. If life would be easy and perfect, we would need
God.
We would need God. Great job, Lore.
Thank
You know,
you,
we all love
Maria.
the Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore for
I
sure.
love your vibe.
And Nick says, also don't apologize for shit. If you ain't there yet, process your feelings. Be honest and tell that person, you know what? I'm not ready to talk yet. X, Y, and Z. Period. And Singer Twill says, you shouldn't forget. Stop lying. Nick says, don't set yourself up to get got again. Exactly. Senior Twill. And then Nick says boundaries are important, as you said. And that's the people pleasing though. Yeah.
I'm trying to get got in all the right ways.
I'll say that again.
And Senior Twill says it's a feathery velvet voice for me.
Okay.
Ciao.
I see you, Twill. We are on the same page.
It's the after hours voice.
It's
sexual frequency.
Right, that.
Catch her every Wednesday.
Catch your vibe, Wednesday.
I love it. I love it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for real. And then, you know, it's literally a ladies' night vibe. It was something that was on my mind. We talked about it in a group chat. Actually, Nick was in the group chat. So it was a discussion that we were just talking about it, like, you know, from earlier. So I love having these discussions, and I love hearing other people's perspectives, you know, because I'm always open to learning and being a better version of myself. And I hope all of you are too. But, you know, no more games today. I want to ask a question, though, for you ladies. The question of the night is, what do you want to be remembered for? That is the question of the night. I know we're running out of time, but if you guys could just kind of briefly say something that you just want to be remembered for. And I'll start off with Goddess Lore, actually.
Yeah. This wet ass pussy.
I knew she was going to come through.
You always
No, on the real.
That is on the real. That is on the real.
It's tight too. Come get this Kegel magic.
Me matas. Me matas.
On the real though, I would want to be known as somebody who inspired other people to live their life authentically, to explore themselves, their shadows, their sexuality, to not shame, and to really just want to elevate consciousness for everyone so that we can be fucking better, the new paradigm.
I mean, how can I go after that?
Because it's hers, not yours.
I know, but I'm like, yeah, me too. Yeah.
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
You got
I love
this.
Joe.
How do you want to remember? What do you want to be remembered for, Joe?
My booty. I mean,
My beauty and my booty.
That is
beauty,
ingrained in me already.
my booty and my beauty. I mean,
I got a song for you really quick. This is gonna be Joe right here.
Un culo bien grande.
Hey, hey, hey.
it's just not like you're too far off. Hello.
It's okay. We still celebrating your booty.
You know what? I want to be remembered for my energy, my heart, my kindness, and yeah, that, you know, I love to love. I think that's something that I think I've tried to hide that, but I couldn't anymore. And I know that I love to love, like I love my friends. I love my family. I want to be in love, you know?
Yeah.
Eventually when it comes, right?
Right.
I love my children, you know, I love to care. I'm a touchy, you know, feely type of person. I love to touch. Like I'm that.
That is one of her sex love languages.
That is one of my love languages. But I, you know, just for me, I want to be remembered for my energy, for the person that I am, that, you know, that I'm a go-getter, hard fucking worker, and that I'm loyal to the fucking T.
I feel that. I love that.
I feel all of those things from you.
And you are definitely someone who, as soon as you walk in, your energy walks in before you did. As soon as I heard your car, I'm like, Joe's here. Hey. So your energy walks in the door before you do. Like you have that like energy where as soon as I see you, you put a smile on my face. Aww. Your energy just gives me energy. You're a good person. You're loyal. You're a real one who will tell you the truth, even when you don't want to hear it, because that's what Virgos do. But I really appreciate you as a friend, even though we've become friends within like this like year and a half.
It was like our anniversary.
I know.
Your birthday is like our friend anniversary.
Yes, it is forever. But yeah, so you definitely have that. So
thank you,
keep being you, boo. And just to answer my own question, same thing. I want to be remembered for having like making you feel good about yourself, always feeling included whenever I'm around, feeling loved, feeling appreciated, feeling seen, knowing that I got your back. I could be a little space-headed and like forgetful, but know that I have only good intentions. If I ever forget your name or anything that you told me a secret, it's nothing personal. Trust me. I just have
like a grain
the
of salt.
worst memory. But I have nothing but love for everybody, and I want to leave everybody in every situation better than when I found it, you know?
Yes.
And you know, I'm not perfect. I have my own flaws. I am the least judgmental person. I want to be remembered that like I always accepted you no matter what, as long as you tried and always try to be a better person of yourself, you know? And so I also want to have like that energy where I give off of that, like as soon as you see me, it's gonna be a good time, you have fun, it's happiness, not like, oh, here's Jackie. Like I don't want that. If I do that, I'm sorry.
You do have that energy though,
and I hope so. I love
you do.
I
as
literally
soon as you come in, we feel it too.
I
absolutely
want to be remembered for making you feel good, because I feed off people's energies, and like if you make me feel good, trust me, I want to make you feel good about yourself, about everything. So yeah, take it however you want.
Make me feel good.
But I love you guys. So yeah, that's
I love that.
Jack.
all of
me
you.
too.
Thanks.
You're such a great person.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love you.
It's that laugh though, like when you walk in some place, that like when you walk into a place and Jackie's there, it's that like that like
She's there. I can hear her laugh. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I do love my laugh. I used to hate it. But now I'm like, fuck it. I have a loud ass laugh.
That's me too. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
You gotta take. If you can't take me with my laugh, then fuck you.
You guys are so cute. But yeah, and then now it's our last segment of the night. This is where we share something you're proud of. You give yourself some love, or what's giving you life right now. We're gonna start off, of course, again with actually Goddess Lore. Lore,
Hey.
what do you want to give some cheers to?
That Four Locos.
Damn. Yeah, shout out to the Four Locos.
I'll drink to that.
I want to give a shout out to.
It could be the Four Locos. They don't have to be too deep.
You know
Hey,
what?
that's what she said.
No, it gotta be deep.
It gotta be deep.
It's gotta be deep. It's gotta be big.
I was trying to be nice, y'all.
I mean, even if the size isn't there, he got to go as deep as he can, regardless, right? Even if he can't hit it.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you, I heard that like I was watching this other social media thing, like guys hate it when you say go
deeper,
go deeper.
That's all
Because it's like, bitch, I am going deeper.
Okay, I was with
don't
a
say
guy
that.
one time and we were using a dildo, and I was like, can you give me more? And he's like, babe, that's all. There's no more. You're taking it all already. And I was no, I'm not. The fuck? Some of us are more cavernous than
Oh
others.
god, I love it.
So fucking hilarious.
So shout out to the dildo. She wants to give her cheers to the dildo.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to that Fort Loco that Unload had because I got it right.
Got her
All the
right.
way
Got her all the way
Got
together.
her right.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to all the people that they reached out to me for my birthday.
Aww.
I got a lot of messages. And I was kind of like tired on my birthday. I've had a long ass work week with kids back and all that
Right.
stuff. So I didn't do as much of my high energy shit that I wanted to. But shout out to all the people that reached out to me. You guys included, of course.
Oh, of course.
And looking forward. Cheers to this fucking weekend because I know I have to throw up at some point.
No.
I'm gonna do it. I got 4 days, bitch.
She's like, bitch, I want to pass
One
out.
of these days,
I want to black out.
No, it's not even about blacking out. I want to drink so bad that I throw up. I do
Oh
that
my
for
God.
my friend's birthday.
Are we doing that tonight?
Hey, shit, we might be doing this tonight. I don't got to work for 4
Okay,
days.
meet us down the street at the bar. Either Jocks or Mandrake.
Come. Oh, I'm down. Okay, guys, who wants to buy me a birthday shot?
Come through. Let's hang out with the
Come
birthday girl. I wish you would have told me. I would have really created something to hype.
Shit, bitch,
I would've
let's
had an
do this.
in-studio
It ain't late.
audience.
It is not late.
I would have had bachelors lined up for you right here.
Oh, see?
I mean, we could do that next week. We could do that next Friday.
Okay.
We could have
Okay.
the Joe birthday.
It's all month.
Maria says, I want to be remembered for always giving love, laughter, and my inspiring story, overcoming. I love it. And whooping ass. Oh my God.
This
Hey,
is-
sis, I'm going to have stories for days on that. Even though they have stories about
if you
that.
haven't been choked by Maria, are you even living? I'm just saying.
Damn,
Right.
I think I need to be choked by Maria. Just kidding.
Maria.
Yes, I love Maria.
It's a little
Miss
scary.
you, Maria.
Yes, we're gonna all have to hang out soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap that up. I'm just gonna give a shout out to everybody in the chat, and I do want to give a special shout out to Nick. Nick has been somebody who I've really gotten close to even through social media because we don't get to see each other in person that much. But she's
Yes.
been somebody that I can definitely like just kind of talk to, and she's very understanding, and she also is very real and gives you a real perspective.
She's a Cappy.
Yeah, she's a Capricorn for sure. So shout out to the Caps, especially my girl Nick. But all right, you guys, we got to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Make sure you guys send my girl Joe some love over here on social media. Venmo her
Yes.
something.
Zelle,
Buy her a
Venmo.
shot. But yeah, thank you, Joe, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I know it's
love
last
you.
minute. I love you so much.
And Lore, thanks for coming through. Always, like always, with your beautiful
I love
words
it.
of wisdom.
Aw, thank you.
And I hope you guys just enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends and family. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Mysterious Jax. This is my girl, Goddess Lode. It's my girl, Joe, over here. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough. That's right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Everyone owes me a birthday shot.
Hey,
birthday shot.
you're
Next
enough,
Friday.
babes.
Let's
Don't
go
you
next
fucking
Friday.
forget that. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and end the show. This is my friend Scala. I really love his music. This song is called "Never Come Down," and make sure y'all show him some love and follow him. All right, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you on Wednesday, same time, same place, 7:30, baby. Hey.
And I don't ever want to come down, never again, never again.
Hi, Carol, mommy.
I don't ever want to come down, never again, never again. Euphoric, exotic, getting fellatio vibe. Mary and Monica. Oh my, these mind games are astonishing. Both of them got me finished. One of them got me drained. The other one got me lifted. I swear I'm in love with Mary. She hold me up when the pain is weighing heavy. With her, I'll never be down.
These are the after hours on YouTube.
After hours. AE, he says, why y'all switching to once a week? I love seeing y'all twice a week.
Aw, thanks, AE. We appreciate you. You know, I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and it's gonna require for me to cancel one of the shows. Not cancel it, just for now. I might postpone it. I might bring it back later, maybe in the spring. But we are working because I'm also the director of TGN Latinx. So make sure you follow all the shows on there. But we're working a lot behind the scenes, so it's gonna require me for only do one show a week. But yeah,
She's
don't
a
worry,
boss babe.
I'll be back twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week. Who
She's
knows?
a boss babe. You're a boss babe.
I just love this. Like this is my passion. I love doing radio, but we're also building a network over here, so I got to put more into that. But I love you too. I hope if you ever want to be an in-studio audience, let us know. Send us a message, and we can make that happen.
Right?
All right,
AE,
you
where
guys.
you at? Are you in the IE?
Thank you guys for
AE and the IE.
AE in the IE, baby. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you show my girl Jo some love. It's her motherfucking birthday. Virgo
It's the
season.
Birthday season.
Full
All right.
effect.
We'll see you guys Wednesday. We're still going twice a week. I'll let you guys know when our last Wednesday is.
Yes.
Love you guys.